And welcome everyone to today's next Ascent tournament stream, which we are now scheduled for. We got a team. It's Feast. I've talked with Rexy. The thing that happened last time should never occur again, hopefully. And as we can, oh, I need to switch to the scene. And come on. Activate. There we go. We just got our invite, so let's hop into the room. Let's quickly say hello to Gaming, David, Oops, Die Higgins, Pankov, Mr. Big, Yusuf Rakesh as well. Hello. And before we start with anything, let's look at the group. And we only have one group today, because there's only 31 teams. We have GV here, great, Viet already through, because there's 31, you can't have a 16th matchup here. So, the upper part of this bracket, a bit less interesting. We got G-Style down here, pretty good. They are high up on the leaderboard. R9, who got a victory in their group last time, I believe. And then in the lower bottom here, we have where it's at. We have ID here, 7 kill. I always forget the name. 7 kill Feast here as well, which we are going to be following from today onwards. We also have Nico 2 King down here, 101 AD, and yeah, pretty strong teams. So earliest we're gonna meet ID is in the quarterfinals. So whoever wins from those two today will definitely take a big lead in the in the Ascent leaderboard. Let me just quickly go to the Asian leaderboard right now, and then we can have a look at it as well. Plans here. Maybe move this onto this page as well. Let's have another look here. And we have ID. I'm leading here so far with 300 cups. Reason being that Feast lost their final match last time, and ID won theirs, so they took ahead. But whoever wins here will have quite the lead. King here in 3rd place. 1A, 1D. They are all in the lower part, so this will bring a big change to this bracket here. And with XR as well, Act 1, Cruel Storm was it? Alright, Cruel Storm. Also in the lower bracket, Great Viet. You're the only ones up top with Hasta la Vista, I believe. Let me actually confirm that. Hasta la Vista. Oh, they are also in the top bracket, yes. With Great Viet. And Act 1 also up top. And the rest of the top 8 is in the lower part. So yeah. Hope you're gonna be enjoying the commentary once again. And we have first map Hellas. Oh, that's gonna be great, right? And yeah. We are following the boys of Feast here with Tempted. Just so that we can get clear with the names, right? We have our trap here. With Mickey? Yes, that's Mickey. Ifchar? That's wrong, and please let me know, but that's how I would call it. Licario. We have Fractal Geometry. Interesting name. And Sleeping Lion. And in the queue here, Yogain. Vinda. And for X8 here we have Tira. I'm just gonna say T because it's easy. And with M48, with Piav. Yeah, Piav, sure, fine. With Boy Banzong. So just short for boy, I guess, what easiest for me. Chatri. And then we have Hong Su here. Of course, those are pretty much to the most part Asian names, and I am not from Asian culture, so if I do any names If I pronounce them in a weird or wrong way, it's not intentional. And please let me know in the chat how to pronounce them correctly so that I can fix my mistake in the next stream. Hello youngster and Bashkim, we are just commentating. Alright, let's jump into game number 1 here. I am interested. We are on Asia. And on Hellas here, the enemy team X8 only with 6 players, and the lineups are double Chrysler, an i3 defender, triple 252U, and a 251 from Tempted, wishing me a happy birthday and get in the van as well. And then we have an IS-5, an IS-6, an Izu, and a double 215 at 252U. Sorry, I just lost complete focus there. And WZ111. Both teams here opting to go for AB. No one really in the open area. We have Tempted there, who could make his way though, and these Chryslers here very aggressive. Fractal there, capping A. And X80 of course in a big disadvantage, having 1 tank less already. And Trap here very aggressively. The ISU here not able to connect. T here now taking more damage. Tempted here now pushing in with his RU. He's going straight for it. Oh, he takes an ISU hit, but it doesn't pen, and the ISU already blocked like 3 shots with his gun mantlet. Nice-ish. Or Hep here from the RU. We do see an I6 AFK, so it's a 1v5, 1v4 now, effectively. And Tempted here just gonna eat that ISU with some help. Trap here getting focused. Ah, you better not die, Trap. They're gonna laugh at you. Boy here very low now, down to a possible 1-shot. The I6 now woken up. And here comes everything else that Feast still has. Acario here leading the charge onto the IS-5. And Ifchar facing off against the 111. S6 here taken out by Sleeping Lion. And this game will go to Feast. With not a lot of issues here. Boy is gonna get picked up. And now it's just Boone left. Are they gonna let him die? Oh. And he bounces the shot. And Mickey here picks up the kill. Winning 7-0 here. Technically 6-0. By numbers, of course. Hello there, Mud. Winter Fox, I will not do that. I'm trying to be professional, okay? I'm trying. But maybe for those who are wondering what I'm referring to, let me just quickly show you a link. This is what they had prepared. I've shown them the logo and I've just changed it to this. Or what else? We also have this one that was made by Feast. So yeah, quite hilarious, I have to say so, but we want to be a bit more professional. Just a little bit at least. We have a lineup change here from Feats. We now see a defender. Double defender here actually. Going with a Pantera as well. Maddox here in the queue with T30. Let's see how they are going to be able to play this one now. By the way, I have not made any progress here on my Asia account. Didn't really have the strive to do so, especially with the lacking credits. That's not too much of interest for me. And we don't see a Pantera, we see an RU251 engine. And let's jump into game number 3. Unfortunately, again, X80 only with 6 players. Not gonna be able to play with a 7th, it seems. And both teams here going with T28 defenders is an interesting pick. A tank you pretty much never really see on EU. I don't think I've seen it at least once so far yet. I could be mistaken though, of course. And please tell me if I'm wrong. And we have double Chrysler here once again. Double 250U, double Defender, and an RU 251. And then we have Ascent 1 here from PL. A Chrysler, an experimental 252U, and a T28 Defender. And a lot of things spotted here. And Fractal in the RU this time. It's not tempted. And we see a very aggressive push here from Feast. And Trap here now. Fighting off against the 252U. Who's not able to penetrate. Lecario there messing up its shot. And Fractal there trying to trade efficiently with PF, but it's currently not looking all too good for them. And they just keep on pushing here. Fractal losing more hit points. Let's have a look what he's doing here. He's just getting hunted by that Centurion. Don't think he's gonna be able to get away from it. The RU no gun depression over the back of the tank. So he misses its shot. Oh, he's down to 29 hit points. Is he able to get away from that Centurion? He's just drawing a lot of attention here. Making this a 6-on-5, of course. 2 tanks already dropped here. They are not able to pick up that experimental. And the RU goes down for Feast. And Chadri just barely alive. Now a 1-shot. We have that Chrysler here still holding on. A better tank than I expected. And both Feast and X8 here able to make it work. But of course it working better for Feast. And Trap here now. Unable to pick up, so Sleeping Line has to help out. And here comes the Centurion. And he will not be able to do any more damage here. Or not of any significance, at least. And Sleeping Line able to pick him up. Ends this game in a 2-on-0 fashion. I don't have birthday. Ivy. Alright, I'm gonna call him Ivy then, Van. I'm gonna try to at least. And yeah, that's it. By the way, I am wishing something. I have sent an application to me. Oh. No, I don't have a birthday. They're just memeing around. But yeah, unable to pick up a victory there, X8, and let's see if anyone else already had a result to show here for the group stages or the brackets. Let's see. And we have Cats already winning, HLV and WWNE already through, ID has won as well, XR is through, and King and 101 AD are through as well. So pretty much the teams that are very high in score, or that we have seen perform well already, have already made their way through. And yeah, we got quite a bit of time now until the next game will happen in about 20 minutes, I believe. So I guess it's replay time. Or let's play one game. Maybe. Hey Mugu. Hey Mark. Mark, I am 18. I just got 18 in March, pretty much when the whole quarantine started. But it is not rude to ask, and it's not to me. I don't mind it. Okay, they are already having tier 5 tanks, because else you can't have camo. He also has quite an old one. Wait, no, it was in this event, so... Because... He's about 25 now. Definitely, Mugu. I had birthday in the last 3 days already. Man, you're a joy to watch. And some fun lads as well. Play some low tier action. To completely deviate from a top clan. And tier 8 tournament. With hey, let's play tier 4. Am I in the wrong film? It's movie, David. The English word is movie. Kick. Or it might also be film, but I don't know. I never hear anyone in English call it a film. I always hear people say movie. That's the only truth that exists within this world. You shall know pain, as have I experienced pain. The entire world should fear it. 1 hit point! That's the pain that you have to live with for the rest of your life now. Why am I making a Naruto reference? Why? Why? The A20 sucks. Why would you shoot the front of a head, sir? Ah! That was some unfortunate. Hey, Poodle. By the way, you should have let Trap die in the first match. He was so close to dying. I don't know, it would have been funny to see. Oh no. I am maneuvering like a god. Hello! No! Oh god. Yes, I'm using him to traverse myself. Ah! No! Where did that one go? I didn't even see the shelf line. Oh, I'm sad. Mine! There we go. I forgot I have ping on the server. I'm so not used to 200 ping. Especially since I just played a bit before stream. Hell yeah. Missions! Missions! Woo! Missions! Yay, credits! Yay, more credits! Yay, I can max this tank now! Woo! Woo! Hello, David. Yeah. I guess it's time for replays. Let's show you some replays. I have shown those from Yusuf before. Here's another one from Yusuf. Yusuf! Failed to. It's an old patch. It is an old replay. Here's one from Senko. There we go. There we go. And it's Hellas. How appropriate. More birthday required. Yes, I indeed sent an application. I'm not expecting to get accepted, it was just for fun. It wasn't, I wanna join. Alright. Let's see what Senko can do in his tonk. I don't think he's here, so he's gonna miss me showing his replay. Oh no. How sad. Hello there. Oops. I think I've said hi to you yet, but whatever. You know what? Whilst we're showing replays, let's turn this on again. Senko, you're just holding for now. Looking for spots. There's a Sheridan. That was a weird movement. What the hell? Oh, all three. Aww. Hello, Martin. How are you doing? I am indeed well. My throat is just a bit sore from yesterday. When we were commentating on the Blitz Summer Tourney. Ah yeah, I got legal in March, right. Thanks, David. Thanks for reminding me of my poor mistake. I shall be fixing it in the future. Poor shot, Senko. Come on, you can do that better. There we go. Once again, short reminder, 5 minutes delay. So if you type something, I see it, but you will hear it in the next 5 minutes as an answer. If there is a question, of course, that needs to be answered. Or it's just me saying hi. Come on, Senko. You can aim better than that. But he's preserved his hit points nicely. Still full here. But gonna have to fight off against the full HP 113 here. Well, nearly now. Jinra Tensei. Yes, David. Yes. Not looking too great here. 2-4 so far the score. Still has a 51-20 and a 215B. Check for the HE. Batchet's HE is 2 Porto. Nice track shot. Oh. Nice. Nice. No, why did you use a repair kit? You wasted it. Now you have to use another one. See, that's why you shouldn't have done that. You're out of repair kits. 1v4. Gonna take that 113 here. Nice. Gets the kill. Insta reload. Blocked the 1300. Let's have a look. Where exactly did that shell hit him? I mean, it was right in the gun, but where is it? We don't see the hit mark. Maybe right at the tip. Guessing. Because we can't see it. Hey, Lakas. Senko here asking for hit points. Of course, a smart thing to do. That 113, that's salty there. Senko, you're not getting spotted when firing. And gets a full clip into the Death Star. Makes his way to spot the mouse. Is a clippable target here if he pens all of his 3 shots. And there goes that. Didn't get spotted, so he's smart thinking. So it was either kill the mouse or kill the Death Star. That's smart thinking. Very quick. Strategic mind there. I like to see that. Great pickup on the Death Star, but he got spotted for it. You pretty much know where everyone is. The Yak Panzer can only be in the camp. And the mouse is hunting you. So as long as you don't mess up, this should be winnable. There's the Yak. Stop. Oh no, you messed up. Yeah. I think now he's panicking a bit. A bit too much. Here he would need to turn around again. Turn the other way. No, they know you're here. You know, it's a bit too late for that. Should have turned around first. Oh, he's pretty much got himself cornered here. That was a misplay. It could have been fixed, but you made a mistake again. Now they know where you are. They're gonna double up on cap, and you're gonna have to hurry even. Also running low on his shells here. Huh? And you just fell that tree. Shit, he got outspotted. Ends the mouse. Ends the second shot. Can he pen the third? Ah, Senko. Oh, buddy, that was not great. You need to reset that Yag now. Come on, Eamon. Eamon, you got time. Nice. There we go. Yag misses. Nice. Nice. You're trapped behind this corpse now. And you got 40 seconds. Oh. I can't show you a replay, Yusuf. It's too old. Either it's from an old patch or something is wrong with the file. Come on, get in there now, Senko. You need to push in. Hey, and he gets it. I thought he's gonna lose. Oh, wow. Great 1v4 here from Senko. 5.8k damage. Loses credits. Messed up a lot of shells there. He definitely made some big misplays. Should have turned around, double fooled the enemy and such, but it worked out in the end. Very close game though. I gotta have to say that was very close. I expected a lose at the end, if I'm honest. Got a tag here. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, this needs to be shown. Check this out. I'm on the Feast server. And these messages. Oh, that's hilarious. Sorry. Oh, that was great. Wait, why is my screen so disordered? Oh, there we go. There we go, that's better. But yeah, that was hilarious. I just had to show it. You are some funny lads. Alright, I think we have... Let's check the scores again. To see if we have time for another replay. Can we reload this page, or do I have to do it again? Do it again! It's annoying. Tournament brackets. Why is my screen so scuffed? Oh, it's the wrong one. There we go. Yeah, this is better. So we have Great Viet here playing versus 2C, R9 versus Cats, HLV versus WWNE, G-Style versus Act, Team ID versus the Crew Storm, Feast versus the Uncles, XR versus Neko 2, and King versus 101 AD will be our lineups here. Let's check when those games are, because I do not remember if we have time for them. 7 minutes says, but it's 32. That's in 8 minutes. Yeah, I have time for one more. From David. David Production. Wait, no, that's Jojo. Alright. Let's see what David can do. And let's just stick with this scene, I guess. So we have an SU-152 here, a derp tank. And if you watch me for a little bit now, you know how my opinion is about these types of tanks. But he's playing the SU-152 here on... what was it? Desert Sands? Is this map? On the heavy line. And his team here a bit too passive. This looked like a great push, but they just stopped. Should have just continued with it. And now the Jagdpanzer IV was in the forefront. Oh, that SU got one-shotted. Jagdpanzer IV is getting bullied. Hey there, Jory. How are you doing? Oh, nice. Back shot there. AP, good ammo choice. So far, that's what I expect from my disciple. Let's see. Someone is capping. Someone is behind him. Nope, check the one behind you. Just rammed him for 500 straight. Nice angling. Nice. Okay, fortunate bounce there. I would have taken HC here. Oh, he ate one in that KV3. That was nasty. Already up to 800 blocked. He would have been dead if he didn't bounce even a single shot. He also has those dice on his ass. And a pink camo. Maybe that's helping him out. T29 here not looking. Oh. Oh. Oh, and he gets a bounce and the T29 dies. Holy crap. The armor on the SU here. Working wonders. All going onto the gun mantlet. All really weird out of bounds angles, it seems. Hey, Bubba. Yeah, panicking is something that also happens to me a lot, so I definitely can get that he missed those shots, but I'm not meaning the shots. I was more about his movement, which he could have done better. But yeah. David here already on 3k damage. Great heat there. Good ammo choice. Just 2 tanks left now. And look at this. Everyone died in this one stupid place of the map. Oh, wow. This is just a graveyard here. Oh. Ah, you can't shoot through that. Yep. Nice. Got the side of the turret. Smasher here misses, and now both teams, or both, should be pushing the turret here. Hopefully not stopping at this corner. And David here going for an angle as the AP loaded. I would go for heat instead, as it has more alpha damage. But he goes for an HE, a nice splash there. And the turret able to pick him up. And GG here, nice carry for David. From David Productions. Gets the ace as well. Oh damn. Good game. Well played. Well paid. Say, and the room is open. And there we are on Normandy now. Hello, Dark. And we see 4 tank destroyers here for uncles. If I'm laughing, it's because of something that happened on the Discord server. A bit of an insider now. I have seen Gneiss do 4 tank destroyers on this map before. But that was in tier 10. So my clan on EU. We have done 4 TDs and that has worked. But it was tier 10, not tier 8. Why the meta is different. Well, gotta see how that works. We're missing a player here from Feast. Let's see. Get familiar with the names. We have once Serious here. We have PGG or Jeeper. We have Samurai Japan Spirit. with Tiger, Crimson. Crimson sounds better. King Crimson. Gobor. Okay. Hayate. And Uncle Destroyer. Oh, not the poor uncles. There we go. Maddox now playing for us. And Yogain as well. Ooh, we have Uncle Defender now in switching in for. Oh, I think I know what this account is. All rating and tournaments. Only a couple of actually in queue games, and then it's basically a reroll. That's what it is, right? Okay, he got switched out again, and Scarlet now in. Interesting. And the lineups are as following. We have Tempted back in his RU. We have Trap in the fake tank. We have I already forgot the name. We have Mickey in his 250U, Maddox and Yogain in the Independence, Sicario in the 250U, and Sleeping Lion in his Chrysler. And we have an ISU. Ahoy! Sorry, it's still a bit early in the morning. A fake tank, a triple 250U, and an IS-3 Defender. So more armor and more firepower on the side of Uncles, but the general lineup is more and more suited for the map as the one from Feast. Also with some hold down tanks. As none of these tanks really have gun depression other than the Hori with 8 degrees, I think. And let's see how this game is gonna develop. We have a hit point lead here for Feast of over 1,000, and I got a cramp. Ow, that hurts. I don't have one. And let's see. Get some air here. Not even my EU account has a 252U. Tempted here. Going straight for the middle with an early spot. Oh, that's super nice camo. It's gonna spot something? Yep, he's found Jeeper. See here getting camped by Sleeping. And everything of Uncle's here. All on this one flank. Basically giving up map control there, and just 1/4 of the map present. And their TDs here very aggressive. That Japan and Hayate here. Maddox there spotted in his Independence. And cap pressure here now. From Feast onto Uncles. And Scarlet the first one to take a shot. Samurai here now as well. And Mickey the first one from Feast to take a shot. Uncle Destroyer here pushing straight through. Very aggressively. Trades negatively, and Japan Spirit already out in his Hori here. And Hayate here trading with Trap ineffectively, and Yogain picking him up. And we have a small brawl here. Licario and Maddox coming in. Gonna be pushing onto Uncle Destroyer together with Tempted. And Mickey here picking him up. And now Jeeper the next target to get focused here. And Mickey very low on hit points now. There's a potential one-shot. Maddox there picking up that 252U. And now it's Scarlet here. Putting a shot into Licario's Defender. Serios here in his IS-3 now pushing in as well. And putting 1,000 there into Yogain. Oh, wow. What a shot. Scarlet here picks up Yogain. Maddox getting revenge. And this victory here goes to Feet. Hey there, excess. With way better focus fire. Way better map control. And in general, a better map or a better match itself. And a good damage spread here from Feast. That Hori there dying super early. Together with Uncle going a bit too aggressive. And Feast here shutting down Uncle's very quickly. We see Tiger here being switched in for the Japan Spirit. We have little to no changes here from Feast in their lineup. But we see a bit more mobility now on the side of Uncle's. We see an RU here from Scarlet. Most likely we see Tiger 2s. Pretty much one of the most played tanks on EU, in fact. For these TA tournaments. We have an ISU again from Serios here. A KV4. Oh, they're just dropping their mobility now by a lot. At KV4 is sluggish, but the armor, even though it looks great, is not that well. It's basically a mouse. You're just there to die slowly. Usually. It depends on the strategy, of course. And we have Tiger here. Crimson. I wish his name was King Crimson. There's probably someone on the Asia server who has that name. King Crimson. And we see a Pantera here, so a little bit mobility. At least. For SQ. Or Uncles. But I would still say the lineup of Feast here just superior in terms of getting map control and being more flexible. On this map in general. Hit points this time quite equal here. And Tempted again making a move towards the middle. Is gonna probably spot most of SQ's lineup here. And he does. Serious there. Unspotted. Fortunately enough. And Jeeper here already making his way to A. And he will get that for free. C capped as well. Gobu there, all on his own. Has to be careful. And D got capped. Yoga in here now repositioning. And Tempted there, spotting on A. Unable to reset. And Maddox here pushing into the plane area. Together with the other T-32 and Tempted here taking a shot. Uncle Destroyer trying to cap B, but is getting shut down here from Maddox. He will hold that cap for as much as he can. And Hayate here now taking his first shot as well. Already bleeding hit points here, the Uncles. And a good amount of map control. They took C and are now gonna lead points here. The cardio, very dangerous peak. Takes one from Gobu. Unable to connect the zone, and here comes a push from the Uncles. Jeeper here pushing in, and Crimson pushing onto Tempted. And if he can't find a way to outplay him, he will die here. Unless he's able to get away from that Pantera. Have to wait and see for the results, but he is a one-shot now, and Serios there just waiting for him. And push here coming from Feast. They want that ISU. And they get him. And Uncle Destroyer here falls as well. 2-tank gun advantage for Feast now, and they got a lot of map control as well. And Tempted, able to get away alive. Trap here now with an angle on every single one here. In this trough of tanks. And they're basically cornered here. Other than maybe those two Russians down here. But Yoga in there putting a max roll into the defender. Gonna be shutting him down for good. Hit points here way in favor, together with a nice tank advantage. Yogan here gets shut down, but so are Global, Crimson and Jeeper. And Boone here, not even taking damage, the plan of Feast failing to have him die. And winning their second game here, again very convincingly. Tempted here without an avatar. How dare you. But he did drag that Pantera away, he got out alive. And Feast here winning themselves another round. Nope, we don't want to close the game. And how about we have a look at the brackets in case any tournaments are already finished here. Once again, we only have one group on Asia. And R9 here losing to Cats. And Great Viet here beating their opponent. Hasta La Vista still playing against WWN. As well as G-Star and Act. Feast here through. The Crew Storm still fighting off against Team ID. And no other games yet finished. Guess we could show another replay. Jory here providing quite a nice replay here from Asia. In his T-34 Falcon. Not my favorite legendary camo. By a long shot. So let's see how he's gonna use this otherwise a great tank. Now we still have about 20 minutes until the next match is gonna happen, so we have time for some replays. Yay. Very here using a speed boost. Ooh, not a fan of that. Speed boosts in heavy tanks generally don't do much. Other than if it's the red one that the E5 or FV possess. It's pretty pointless, doesn't really bring you much. I'd much rather go for a double repair kit, it's a safer way to play. Nice early shot there, very quick reaction. He's playing on Asia. And I think Nova here, a very good clan. I'm not mistaken. And he does miss that one though. Jory here, letting down a little bit. Gonna play hold down here against those German heavy tanks. Gonna have to fire APCR if he wants to reliably penetrate that motion turret. As it is quite red. And even Capola is very trollish, as you can see. There we go. Puts a shot and finds a chariot here as well. This T-49 they're not trading too efficiently. The VKP here finally showing up. And he has a PTA, but he's camping in the back of the map, so he's not all too useful. Very risky peek here. Doesn't get rewarded for it either. Ends up doing no damage to that Löwe. And he could have even taken one from that T-49, who was not paying attention. Can you get the Capola this time? No, he cannot. There's the T-49. Fails to pen the heat. Puts him into the tracks, and Jory here able to retaliate somewhat. Is he able to pick up any more damage on that motion though? He hasn't been too successful yet with him. And that motion could easily overmatch his turret roof. So let's see how he's going to be playing this out. Motion then not paying attention, gets a free shot in. But the VKP next to him falls to the Löwe. Oh, and he's getting the way out of there. Gets a nice shot on the move there into that motion. And wants to relocate. He's pretty much on point with his reaction there. Especially in his timing. As he was all on his own. He had his Scorpion in support, but he would have been just rushed in his past position. 51-20 now taken out. And now it's just him, the PTA, and the Scorpion against 3 German tanks. 2 tier 9s and 1 tier 10. Scorpion G here dying now. And can he put a shot into the Moisin? He can. Up to 2.8k damage here. And still quite healthy. Can he put another one in? Yes, he can. That Moisin there not paying all too much attention, but is pretty much cornered here between 2 tanks. Leopard though not able to do too much damage there. Constantly missing or bouncing as of right now. Can he get another shot in? He does. And that Löwe still very healthy. Needs about 5 shots, 4 or 5 shots to die. Yak Tiger there still a 2 shot. So you want to put 1 shot in early as well. Not have to worry about him anymore. Nice APCR in the turret. Cheeks of the Moisin finishing off that kill. And is now in a 1v2 situation here. Has to drive backwards as that Yak Tiger will have an easy time to penetrate the cupola of the team. Oh, Martin, are you tempted? Hey? Because you say you don't use Avatar. And I was talking about tempted not using one. Or are you just referring to also not using some? Sorry here. Trying to bait out his opponents. Already up to 4.3k damage. An amazing result for tier 8 tank. And he misses the shot, and that's what I was talking about. The turret not holding up against the tier 9 tank destroyer, even the cheeks pennable. And very easily at that. He gets a free shot in though. Egg Tiger there missing, and he has his adrenaline pop. That Löwe though is still very healthy. And he has to trade here. And he gets the Yak Tiger out of the game. And if they trade 2 shots for 2 shots, both will be a 1 shot here. Of course, we do not want that, and he gets a free shot into the Löwe. And he's using that plane efficiently. He also has his speed boosts, and so does the Löwe. Gets around, puts a shot in, trading him. And as long as the Löwe does not high or even max roll, he will have him here. Even loads his last APCR, the Löwe using APCR, low rolls, therefore. And Jory here picking up an amazing result, nearly 6k damage in a tier 8 tank. That's a pretty good result, if I would say so myself. It's a reroll though. But a pretty nice game there, Jory. In and of itself. Check your statistics, buddy. Oh. Oh. I see what. Yeah, buddy. GG though. Nice game in the T34. Yep, we still got time for more replays. I think 1 or 2 more, depending on the time. Would be there to be filled. See the score. Is there anything else? in terms of replays, not on my server. Let's check if it says any replied. I don't see any right now. Damn. Am I actually out of replays? This is incredible. Here's one from Shadow we could use. Don't know, there's no screenshot attached to it. So let's just have a watch, shall we? Nothing else we could do anyway, other than just watching it. Choppity user. Oh. I really can't tell. None of these clans look familiar. Anyway, shape of. Let's just see. But the server in the end doesn't matter. What matters is the gameplay, right? He's playing the TS here. On as well, Normandy. And we just had Feast play on Normandy. And Jari's game was on Normandy. Is that fate? Is it fate? Question mark. Because we also had that with the Hellas replay after we had Feast play on Hellas. But that is very interesting. Very interesting coincidence here. Ooh. Can you get a shot in? Not quite. There's the SU. Gets the kill. Just gonna steamroll his opponents here. Shooting in third person as well, that's doable. As long as you know where you're aiming at. And you have the sides or rear of your opponents, that's it. What a ram though. This thing is heavy. 400 damage just like that to a Black Prince is quite insane. And what a quick game that was. Quick little neat game. Not even 2 minutes done. And if we take away the driving, that was about a minute and a half at maximum. GG, I guess. Just a steamroller. In the end. I'm out of replays now. Can I steal a replay? Somewhere? Don't think I can. Oh shit. Oh no. We'll just play another game then? I don't know. I don't know. What's this offer like? Who cares? Who cares about boosters? To begin with, right? Right, let's just play a game, I guess. Get another little bit of low tier action around. What's that? I'm also gonna prepare looking up the charts here. So that after the game we can see who Feast is gonna be playing against. I mean, most likely ID, but we have seen an upset before of Feast losing last time. We haven't sadly seen that game, but it happened. So who? Let's just play this carefully. We're low tier here, so we are not the aggressors anyway. Oh wow. That ELC got spotted super late. Well, that's an issue. We're just cornered now. Again. Oh no. That SU then is very dangerous with its 85mm. Why do I know the caliber of a low tier tank? Lol, Jory. Oh, dodging skills. We need to use some premium rounds, even though I would like to use as little as we can, because we need a lot of it for the tier 5 Wolverine. It's so expensive. 400k for a new player? How are you gonna get there easily? Especially without a premium account or something like that. Of sorts. Why are you showing your butt? Why is he going butt first? I mean, Jory, the ping is constant though, right? So I have constant 200, for example. As long as the ping doesn't change, you can get used to it. If the ping goes up and down, which is the more tricky part, then it's hard. It's nothing you can get used to, right? And I got clapped. Yeah, I was too aggressive. As I said, I should have played this passively. We are not the aggressive. I'm not gonna sing. No. That will not happen. No! Alright. Time to wait. When exactly? I'll wait. We wanted to have a look at this result of the group. So we have LV versus Act here. He's down losing. And Team ID lost! That is surprising as hell. And XR here beating Neko to King, losing to 101 AD. And Feast here now gonna be meeting up against the Cruel Storm. Shutting down Team ID. I'm interested. Was that a tiebreaker or was it a walkover? It was a tiebreaker. Canyon. The map. Interesting. Now, I don't know quite the reward. This was a round of 16 where they lost. So let's see how much points that gives. That's 400 cups. And I have the tab still open. Don't think I do. Nope. So let me quickly check how that would affect the standings for the top 2 so far right now. Clans. So with that 400 cups, they would get to 6,100. And just one spot higher, he already gets 700. That would put Feast at 6.1 as well. So Feast should, if they win this, the room is open, and they then lose in the next, they would still be above Team ID. And we're now gonna be sitting on the side of Storm. What an avatar. There are no good avatars though, right? There aren't any good ones. These are temporary and I don't like those. Once I get a good one, I will put one in. Cooldown boosters, and not that much. The most important to me are free XP, combat XP, and yeah, those would be my top two. Because it just speeds up grinding so much. It's incredible. And yeah. Feast here already readied up with Tempted Fate, Trap, Mickey, Maddox, Yogine, Icario, and Sleeping Lion on Oasis Pumps. With that double Chimera strategy. Mad Lad, I didn't use it by the name though. I didn't think of it because of that. I just know that it's an 85mm. And the Cruel Storm here instantly showing up with everyone. Wow, that was quick. Let's get used to the names here before we start messing up. So we have Lida, Kangwas. We have Hiyoko, super neat. So Hiyoko. At least topics. HKH. We have, oh, never mind. Had him already. We have RQ Supernova. And we have Zupi. And then we have 200 Okuya, Pleiades, and Riven, I think. Yes, I don't know. And the lineups are pretty much ready here. Asia very quick. Surprising, EU usually taking their sweet time. And we have quadruple 250U, we have double 301 and an Action X. It's not my birthday. My birthday is March 18th, which is now nearly 4 months ago. And for Feast, we have an RU251, we have double Chrysler, double Chimera, and double 252U. Don't know how to put this one for the lineup, if I'm honest. Both lineups pretty strong, but in the end it depends on how the Chimeras and the FVs for either teams are gonna be working out. Bashkim, I'm not sure what you mean. You gotta be explaining that a little bit further. And let's see how both of these teams have played in previous performances. Nope, 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 that's not what we wanted. Right, so we have the Cruel Storm with a 2-1 and a 2-0. And of course we saw Feast with their 2-0 claps here straight. And yeah. Game starting here in 12 seconds. And let's see how this is going to be developing. Let's jump into it. Once again, to remind you of the lineups, if you haven't paid any attention or just joined in, we have an Action X, double 301, quadruple 252U for Cruel Storm here, and Feast going with double Chimera, double Chrysler, double 250U, and an RU251 from Tempted Fate. Hit point lead here for Feast. Those Chimeras have a lot of hit points. Quite a bit. And we see a split here. Only Supernova going towards C. He has spotted out Tempted, but hasn't seen those Chimeras. And they are going to be crossing for free here, but he might be able to see Yogain. Oh, but he sees Maddox. He has used the consumable, but was unable to put the snapshot in. B here and A getting capped from Cruel Storm. Very early cap pressure from them. And Feast here locked down in the desert. Supernova there taking a shot while running. Takes another one. Maddox there with his camera. Able to put a shot in. Takes one. From the Action X. Now the points are ticking against Feast here. They have to take control of B ramp. Else this will be over very soon. But Cruel Storm here has dropped some hit points already on 2 of their tanks. And Super Cool here holding with his Action X. Now relocating. And we have some moves made here from both Feast and Cruel Storm. Now in the northern region here near Blue Spore. Feast sending out 4 tanks, all of their heavies. And Hyoko there taking a shot. Those chimeras, they're working out for Feast beautifully right now. Sleeping Lion here has to be careful. He's very aggressive there. And takes a shot forward. Kang was early to react. And we have Trap here on his own, but just there to cause a distraction and give crossfire angles. Yogain here moving up, and all of Feast, except for Maddox, is on this ridgeline here. We have a really strong attack line here. Mickey now pushing in. Licario going in as well. And Feast here, they need to make a move, as the points are getting closer to 800 here for Cruel Storm, and they are being very aggressive. Those chimeras here now pushing onto the 252Us. Hit points still looking very good for Feast here. 1500 in the lead. And the first 252 here. HKH is out. And those 301s here now pushing onto Tempted. He might be able to pick up Zupi here, but it will be very close if he doesn't high roll. He does get him. Tank advantage here now for Feast. 2-0. Maddox here dropping. Tempted will drop for sure. And Hyoko here bounces the shot from Licario. Sleeping Lion here has to help out, but is unable to connect. And Yogain here pushing onto Supernova. Doesn't get a good enough high roll. And the points are ticking. 1 or 2 kills could change this. Hyoko is out. 3 tanks left for Cruel Storm. 5 tanks left for Feast. Make that 4. Mickey here. Boone has to get into A. And he makes it happen. And they have to pick up more kills here. If they lose another tank, it could be over. They get Kangwos. Super Cool here now. Very low, but he is gonna get a nice little farm here on Licario. Is he gonna be surviving the next shot? He doesn't. And this game will go to Feast. Hello, Gravy. And they do win it by points. Those chimeras here working wonders for Feast. And Sleeping Lion picking up the final kill here in this first game. Super close. The closest game we've had yet today. And Feast here with a victory. Let's actually check the result screen. Nope. Here we go. Nope. Wait. Oh yeah, that's the one. So we have Yogain here doing top damage with Maddox and Licario. So these chimeras worked out as they wanted to. Bashkim, yes, this is a new account. You can't transfer an account to a different server. Super Cool here doing top damage in his Action X, living till the end, but unable to pick up a victory here for the Cruel Storm. And we will not see a lineup change, most likely here from Feast. And we see Hyoko here now picking a Carnarvon instead of a 252U. And we see Supernova now in a 252 youth. They're swapping out an FV301 here for Carnarvon, basically. Going it for a little bit more DPM and heavy armor here. That Carnarvon very annoying to deal with its reactive armor. And now both teams with 1 light tank and 6 heavies. Could say, but those Chimeras are medium tanks. So a bit more mobility here for Feast. Those Chryslers also quite mobile. And it's all about the strategies here. Going into game number 2 of the Crew Storm here. Versus Feast. Now currently down 1 game. This is a best of 3 setup. So Feast here already on a match point. And we have pretty similar hit points here. 600 in favor of Cruel Storm in this lineup. And we see Zuppi here going straight towards the city. And we see Feast here once again sending their tanks to the desert. Tempted here. Gonna be doing an early spot. Is he gonna find something though? He does find 2 252Us, Pleiades and Kenvos here. Trapped very aggressive. Not sure if he's gonna live for long here. But he's basically there to defend B, making sure that Crew Storm cannot cap it. Bounces a shot and takes one to the chin here. From those 252Us. Small reset, but they are gonna get again both A and B. And this time also Feast have dropped hit points. Ken was here losing hit points, dropping backwards, and Sleeping Lion here getting double tapped. Has to be very cautious about his position here. Ganks another shot here from Zuppi there. Good awareness from that 301. And Boone here has to be cautious. Ken was taking another one. Takes a second. Those Chimeras here from Yogine and from Maddox is working wonders. And once again aggression here from Feast. Sending Tempted here already way around to spot and give another angle of Crossfire, Supernova and Hyoko now taking a shot. Hit point lead here for Feast. And Licario now right in the city here. Is gonna be a big nuisance for Cruel Storm. And they do know that something is there. Tempted has been noticed in his RU. Let's see what kind of angles he can provide. Not a lot so far. Unable to penetrate. But here comes a push from Feast. They already picked up Pleiades. Ken was here very low. And Maddox here coming in from the side with Yogine. Dropping his consumables. And Kang was here out of this fight. 2000 HP difference. Hyoko here getting focused now. Takes a lot of damage. Hyoko is out. Supernova here, the next one to get focused. Trapped very low. Might actually die here to Zuppi, and he does. And Zuppi there losing 300 damage from just the ram. Maddox unable to pick up Supernova. Yoga in there not able to take that shot for him. And this is not looking all too good here. Feast dropping way more tanks than they should. But still coming out on top. 2 tanks from Crew Storm versus 5 from Feast. And that Actionix, they're taking a huge amount of damage from that HG from Yoga in here. Sleeping Lion picking up that kill. And the Leafs here, the last one standing. But this game is over. And Feast beating Crew Storm 2-0 here. In a very strong performance, Crew Storm trying to play by points, but gets shut down twice. Getting surrounded, losing map control, and then just that crossfire from Feast working out beautifully. the damage here once again. The Chimeras here doing 2k. Working as they should be, taking a lot of shots as well with that reactive armor, dying very slowly and even tempted here with 2.2k. Very strong performance from Feast so far. Able to pick up yet another victory, and with this have secured themselves the first spot once again on the Ascent tournament leaderboard here over Team ID. Let's have a quick look if we already have some more results here from Group 1. And we in fact do. We have Feast here versus 10180, who have beaten XR. Both teams that are high in the standings here actually. Both in the top 10. 10180 here, 4th place currently. Not sure if King is still in. No, they aren't. They got shot down very early from 101AD here. And they might be able to surpass them, in fact. And take that 3rd spot for themselves. Storm here losing out early. Are gonna keep that 6th spot though, I believe. I don't think anyone that is below them is still in. Act 1 and XR. Act 1 is still in. Might be able to get above here. They have, how many points are they in the lead? Act 1 here is 600 away from Cruise Storm. So they need to get very far in order to surpass Cruise Storm. So this tournament, as everyone of the top team is in one group, there can only be one winner. And a lot of changes to this group and this lineup in general. I am looking forward to it. Let me just check my Discord. Just a tag from Wargaming here. Else nothing too interesting. But we did receive some more replays here, which is great. Let's just check when the next match will happen. Hello there, X. And they did basically give the play ball to Feast. I'm just here. Do what you want with it. And the next one will be happen at 36. We have at 18 right now. So if we're quick, we might be able to put a couple games in here. This will be a very interesting game. Jory, they're providing us with a lot of replays, so that will be great. Let's hope that Feast don't die out early, so we don't lose out on good replays to use for today. Don't let us down, Feast. Jory here playing with Band 15 from MFG. On Canal. Interesting map, very great map, especially for medium tanks and lights. Taking that early position here. Pretty standard opening move, I would say. They are playing against RNG here. Oh, took that one straight to the face. Let's check where he got penetrated. Okay, right in the hole. So he showed a bit too much of his tank. Not too efficient here. Still peaking. And pretty much every one of his team, and also from the enemy team here, fighting and hold down there. That standard B not doing a great job at it though. Sitting out sideways there against like 5 tanks is not very smart. I would have to say that, but Jory here able to put some nice early damage in. Spreading it a bit too much though on many different opponents. And here comes the Leo one. Very aggressively here from RNG. Has to help out his teammate, or his teammate. His 50B there still reloading as well. So he's in a very troublesome situation. That E3 there. Oh, he is getting away. Hey Moist, hey Winter Fox. Indeed. Playing passively with heavies in general is not the easiest thing to do. Especially when you let your enemies create a crossfire. Which is what they did let happen. Hey Grapes. It's replay time. Sorry here, just giving some fire support. Not too overly aggressive. Has dropped some hit points though, only from a single shot. Mr. Big on the Discord server. I have a replay that's just called replays, which is where I take them from. Yep, nice. Oh, he takes another one. That was an HE though this time. Oh, nice track shot. Not a wanted one, but it worked out in the end. Still takes a shot though. Not very efficient here. And the STB unable to pen. And it's just him and Ben 15 left. Was an HE there from that. Vickers will end it. But he's not going for it just yet. Gets the kill nonetheless. Oh, that's full HP E75. That's nothing you want to see when you're 10 HP in an STB. And he could also get really easily HE'd now. Could just get HC'd here. E100 also still very healthy. That's about 4,000 hit points at the end of the game you do not wish to see in 2 one-shots. Or Ben there, pretty much. Let's say he's a 2-shot. I mean, Winter Fox, you're still working it. And I've been, if you were to check the Ascents for EU out, the R2K team, their second that I was following, they're maximum taking 2 to 3 premium tanks. And their matchups, and it's working out for them. Nice platoon play here from these 2 players. I really enjoy that. Farming that E100. Whilst not taking any unnecessary damage from that E75 there. Jory here nearly out of his heat. Don't think he had much though. Birthday roll? Nah. And GG. Really nice game there between these two. 5 kills as well. 5k damage here for Jory. And also 5k for Ben. Is that a double ace? Wait, no. Did Jory? No, he didn't get an ace. Fortunately, we can't check as we are not on the EU server right now. It denies us from checking, which is unfortunate. Sorry, you sent a replay to that piece. Yes, you did. Let me just delete that one message. What approach? Do we have enough time? I don't think we have. So let's just wait for the next room to be up. I do not want to risk it all too much here. So let's better just not do it, right? Let's just avoid doing any stupid mistakes. We did miss replay battles before. I really don't feel like doing it again. Oh no. Alright, let me just quickly check something here. Because I also get my papers later today in school. I gotta be there in about 3 hours now from now. So I'm just making sure that I have everything ready for when that happens and that we don't miss anything. Because that would be very unfortunate if that were to happen, right? Hello, Pancho. I'm just looking for something, but I am unable to find it. Am I stupid? Yes, I am. I found. Waiting is not that fun. Let's just check out again what our lineups will be. Because we're just basically waiting now at this point. Let's get the chart back up again. Hey, Emir. And we have GV versus HLIV. Act 1 here losing. Probably not gonna surpass King with that, I think. And we have our top 4 established now, which is nice. There is 5 minutes of stream delay, yes. I have to have that on in order to make sure that there is no stream sniping happening from either teams that I'm following, as it would be unfair advantage. Wait, when are the games happening? Shouldn't we get an invite by now? Oh, do they happen 36? I think it's 36 then, right? Yeah, 36. Alright, so we have 2 more minutes. Or 1. Okay. For me at least. You, of course, have it a bit longer to wait. But why am I even saying that? The distance won't change, or the amount of time you wait. As you're waiting it with me. Delay. I'm stupid, sorry. So the times for you, of course, don't match up, but the amount of minutes left waiting. I'm just being such a keck right now. Sorry. Bit of a brain fart there. And waiting at this point. Let me just quickly do something. Oh, there's the room invite. Nice. And the map we're gonna be seeing is Middleburg. Why aren't you on EU? Because I'm commentating Asia. It says so in the title. Doesn't it? Alright, we have our players in already from Feast here. Tempted, Trap, Mickey, Ivy, Maddox, Licario, and Fractal. And now he's just waiting for one AD, a Supan. Starting from the south. So, not sure how Asia plays this map. I do stream EU, it's just not now. EU is later today. I'm streaming both. Let me just type that in chat. I can't type, come on. Alright. We started to the players in here, so let's have a look. 10? That's gonna be fine. With a player, we have Rain Fury. Okay, I just thought those were purple. So already confused. We have Nightmare. A player. Still, of course, 3 minutes left, so there's no hurry for any teams to be showing up here. Right now, anyway. And our lineup for Feast is already finished. We have Yarju here again from Tempted. Seems to be liking to play that tank. And it's working out for him. We have Knaven here from Trap. Triple 252U here from Mickey, Ivy, and Licario. And a Defender, and Maddox in his Chimera. Do you have something else, Maddox? Why are you playing that tank so much? Because I'm joking, he definitely has other tanks too. And here come our next players with JT. I'm just gonna say FK, I think that's gonna be easier. And we have Zhangpeng. Because if I pronounce any names in a way that is not nice, it's not intentional. I'm just unsure how to pronounce some of these, so please let me know in case I do make a mistake. And our lineups for Water 1AD now nearly ready. We have probably quadruple 252Us. A Knaven as well. Interesting to see that both teams are taking that. We have a Progetto and a Pantera. So that's basically balancing out against the RU and the Chimera here. Not sure how much that would be technically speaking. But if you look at it from a tank class standpoint, that's how you can look at it. Pretty much. Now we're about to begin with the next matchup. Here, 1 minute left of waiting time. And Fractal here actually going with a defender instead of another 252U. We have triple that versus quadruple. To show, I think lineup wise, Beast better here. And Narvan has the Chimera has some insane gun depression. The RU can very easily early spot the heavy tanks going upwards. So Feast has a good prep on that. That will be great to see how they can manage that. If not, we might also see a city-sided play here. Haven't seen Asia play on Middleburg yet, as we said. So we'll have to wait and see. And let's jump into it. A lot of Russian heavy tanks. And hit points here fairly similar. Let's go straight up in the air. We see no B push from Feast. We see an early spot here from Tempted. Let's see if we can find anyone. With his RU, a very interesting approach to spotting this. Unable to find anyone, and player making his way towards A. And Ryan Fury here was hoping for Tempted to be more aggressive. See here, already getting capped by Maddox very aggressively. He might be able to spot those 252Us crossing here, but it seems that there's just a little bit too much distance in between. But they have that triple 252Us here now. And Feast here might fall for a trap from 101 AD. But they have spotted those 252Us. They will definitely not move any further. As you can see, they're dragging away everything they have. And player here slowly creeping their way into the middle and into B, which will give signal to Feast. But Tempted here dropping down, spots him. He doesn't get spotted himself. Ryan Fury here now entering the city as well, and Feast dropped quite far backwards here. Probably looking for a push on the city now. And Maddox there trading with Nightmare. LP here. Player. In a Progetto trading with Tempted. Who comes out on top with his RU. But is now in lockdown here. And now with that small entering of C. 101 AD is in the lead on points here, and Fractal taking a shot there. Nightmare eats another one. Maddox there with a great shot, and Chen here taking a lot of damage. But so's Fractal here with crossing. He has to be careful about this. And C is gonna get taken away here from Feast. Mickey here in a very open push might get punished for it. And he takes one shot, but he's got set on fire as well. And Tempted here got dragged out of the city. Now is going back into it. Just trying to be of annoyance there to those auto reloaders and Maddox. As well as Lucario missing that Pantera there. And Maddox here taking a huge amount of damage, as well as Tempted, and Feast here now pushing on top into pretty much everything. Maddox here gets picked up, as well as Chen. Lucario here right in the middle of everything, and not all of Feast has pushed in. Tempted and Trap sit behind. And Lucario, they're able to pick up Nightmare. But Feast has dropped a huge number of hit points. Fractal here down to a one-shot. Mickey there down to a one-shot as well, and so is Lucario. And player here picks up one. Lucario and Mickey falling in quick succession as well. And this is not looking good for Feast. Ivy here will get caught out of position. And I'm not quite sure what Trap was doing here, but he was not being helpful to his team in his current position, and Tempted here. Picked up by Jay. And Trap now all on his own. There is no one streaming the NA Ascents, no. And if it wouldn't be so late, I would have streamed those as well, but I might get complaints from my mother of being too loud in the night. And Boone here. Last one standing. Gets Ryan Fury, but this is it for him. And this game goes to a very strong start of A1. A 101 AD here. Picking up that victory. And Feast just caught out of position. Dropping a lot of hit points early, bleeding a lot as well. It's not morning. It's nearly 3 AM now, Winterfell. Fine. Mr. Big, he was talking about the tournaments, I think. But no one covers NA. I at least haven't seen anyone stream those. The Ascents are only streamed by me, and I'm covering both EU and NA. And Feast here now with their back on the wall. They really want to pick up that victory next, else A180 here is gonna clap them 2-0. Windelberg again. Now with swapped spawns, and we see a lineup change here. But only from Feast, going with the RU251 again, triple 252U. A Chrysler here from Sleeping Lion, Yogain in the 301. And Maddox back in his Chimera, Fractal and Trap here. Moved out for Sleeping and Yogain, I believe. And let's see if this new lineup is gonna work any better for Feast here, who are not looking all too strong right now. They have let themselves get caught out of position on multiple occasions, dropping too many hit points. And dropping just way too far backwards after they got C. Giving A180 the chance to get ground again. Let's see how Feast is able to play this game. Hit point lead here. Nearly 1,000 for A180, and Yogan here gonna do an early spot. He might actually be able to spot those heavies, but is unable to get spotted by player though. And Ryan Fury here gets an easy shot on Maddox. Not sure. Yogan here unable to get any spots out. We have a cap here from Tempted. Pushing cap pressure on. Yogan here doing some more spotting. Still hasn't found the heavy tanks there. And Maddox here, the first one to see them. He spots 3. Can he find the rest? Sleeping Lion here up top now. Arriving in this position. And Tempted here is gonna be pushing straight onto B. He's basically doing what Player did, but way quicker and with more determination. And Sleeping here trading with Chen, but coming out on top. And Feast here has to be careful. Tempted here has to really make a run for it. He gets those 2 Italian auto reloaders on him. Player here already here gets him tracked as well. Oh, and he's burning as well. This is not good for Tempted. Oh no, he's not gonna be able to get away from that, and he's giving B and A away to A1AD here. C now capped as well. And Feast needs to make a push somewhere, and if it has to happen, it has to happen now. Maddox here going straight for C. And Feast pushing in. Zhang Peng here pushing straight forward. And this is it for Maddox. Not looking good for Feast right now. They are quite behind in hit points and are down 2 tanks. And the auto reloader is now coming in as well. Zhang Peng here gets focused by Ivy. But Lecario is very low on hit points. He gets J though. And Mickey here trying to shield as much as he can. Lecario is out of the fight though. Yoga in here has to use his DPM. But he's getting focused. And this game is going to A1AD here. Feast just not able to give an answer to this strategy here, and are gonna lose out on Middleburg. Ivy here. Last standing together with Sleeping Lion in his Chrysler. Chen gets picked up, but this is it for Feast, who was still able to pick up first place once again. And this game lost with no way of return here. Feast losing out on this match. Not able to pick up a single victory here against A1AD. And are dropping in the semifinals here. Was not unbeatable, as we were just able to see. The other matchup still going. And this is looking tough right now. Really, really tough. Feast here got stuck with their back on the wall. A1AD with a very strong start. Not sure what happened to them here. And I'm just gonna be still streaming. We're gonna be waiting until the final results happen. And I guess we can show off more replays, I think. There's still a lot we can cover. So why don't we go ahead and just do exactly that. With a Prozetto here from Jory. Bit unfortunate here, we're not able to see any more battles from Feast. But it is what it is. And so this game is over for them. And let's see what Jory can do in a double Predator here with a Wild One's help. Former clan leader of Gneiss. And a bit of a misfortune there with Feast. Just not sure what happened. Maybe if the boys are in chat, they quite possibly might be able to explain to us what happened in this match. But I'd like to know what caused the downfall of Feast, if you so will. And what a shutdown. A1AD very powerful. Showing what they can do. They did it pretty convincingly as well. It was not close enough to say that Feast had a chance, they were just steamrolled in the end, unfortunately. Just losing out on the strategy that they were shown on. And what a game. What a performance as well. Jory here so far. Just picking up some damage in his Prosetta. Gets a nice max roll there, and Odd One's helper picking up the kill. Both kills so far in possession of this platoon here. Ooh, bad peek there from Jory. Not the best one, and takes another shot. That was very unnecessary. Takes one from the FV there straight to the face. Gets the Vickers there. And is now on 3000 damage. See much hit points. His platoon mate is still on 800, so he can take 1 or 2 shots depending on the tank shooting him. They're pretty screwed here. That T-22 medium is still very healthy. Nice shot there into that FV. Oh, and his teammate maybe a bit too aggressive. Gives that to T-22 the opportunity to just straight up rush them, as he has those hit points to make that happen. Well, once helper here forced to make a move. Gets that kill onto the E1. And gets shut down for it. That's actually also the honor and honor. And honor. Haven't actually realized that that was such a strong platoon that we were facing here. And Jory trying to pick up the FV here end game. It was quite of annoyance to Jory. Gets the kill on him as well. But his E100 dying to the 268. Now it's just him on 15 hit points. The Death Star still very healthy, but sadly not using that hit points to Jory's advantage here, who has already had a great game. 5200 damage with 3 kills. Yeah, exactly, Mr. Big Beast lost on strategy. Basically collapsing after attempted there, got caught out in the city. Maybe a bit too greedy with that cap. Should have just come back up. Or at least baited him. Just entering B quickly and then driving back out again. That FV here, oh. Bad play. Right here just letting the T-22 farm him. And abuse the hit points that this Death Star still has. He's not done it quite too well here. And now his Death Star, a possible one shot if Honor has a max roll ready. Enjoy here. It's a nice first shot in. This game here very close. Not sure what the 268 is doing during this engagement here. And there he is. He's spotted. Still full HP as well. Oh, and he misses his shot. Honor here. Still looking to pick up Jory. Who is a one shot for him, Jory. He needs to get a free shot into him. And he does, but he gets taken care of. 6k damage here. but I do not think this Death Star will be able to pick up the kill, and he gets shot down by the Death Star. Unfortunate result for Jory. Fitting with the theme of the last 2 games that we have witnessed though. From Feast. Oh! But we're still seeing a match, I forgot about it. There's still a match of 3rd place! Oh, I nearly missed that. Oh, wow. Whew, that means Great Viet is playing against A180. Oh my god, I nearly missed this game. Oh, I thought this was over for our followings, but I forgot the best of 3 for 3rd place is still a thing. So we're seeing some more matches. Nice. And let's get familiar with the names here. We have Boa Sorter. We have I Am Blitz Slave. King Gnu. We have Mr. President. We have Shiori. We also have Ryota and Lean. There's some very interesting tank picks here. T44? I don't think I've ever seen that in the T8 tournament yet, at least on a higher level. And we have our finalized lineups already. And Feast going with an RU. The double Chrysler once again, triple 252U and Maddox in his VKP, and Boone there changing back to a Carnarvon here. Quite versatile lineup, able to play in a lot of situations with this. NH or Hasta La Vista playing with a VKP as well, with 1252U, 1 Chimera, 1 T32, an IS-3 Defender, a Tiger 2, and a T44. So 7 different tanks here from Hasta La Vista. Playing with a bit more variety in terms of tank picks. But that does not mean everything. Let's see if Feast is going to be 3rd place or if it will be 4th. I am looking forward to these matches. A couple more matches is always great. The more and watch, the more I can commentate, the more I can train my commentary in itself. And I've also, thanks to some very generous donations of Mr. Big, now started to buy some new parts for a better computer, so the FPS drops will be gone hopefully soon. Don't know that yet, of course, when I will be able to have all parts ready and then build the PC itself. But just a quick heads up here. And let's just focus a bit more on the games and jump straight into Feast versus Hasta La Vista on Dynasty Spell here, fighting for 3rd place. Not for placement, but for trophies. Feast here, of course, want to build a lead now to Team ID as much as they can. The A180 here looking, not A180, but HLV, looking to get closer to those top spots. Both teams here currently in the top 8. And we see a lot of speed boosts going around. Tempted here. Going straight for the city, is gonna spot Lean in his T44. And the rest Moving to the park with Maddox here, slowly trembling behind in his tank. Not the quickest yet. Ivy here taking a big shot. And King Gnu here. The Chimera that Feast loves to take. Or at least Maddox. Now already taken a shot, and we have B-Cap here from Sleeping Lion. What a sneaky way to get a capture here. Also gets a shot into Lean. Very good awareness. Who takes another one. Tempted he is gonna take him on head on. And is he gonna win that fight? DPM wise he should, and he also has a great HP lead. But Lean here of course could go and just straight up shoot HE. But it seems that Tempted is going to win that face off. And might actually just go ahead and cap A. And trap here, losing more hit points. 8. LV here now very aggressive. They have dropped a lot of hit points with this push though. Sorta and Blitzslave losing a lot of hit points on the way forward. And they are now getting themselves cornered here. Mr. President rushing through with his T-34. And King Gnu now coming in as well to support on Lecario, on Mickey. And Ivy here looking to put a supporting shot in, unable to do so, bounces. Ryota now out of the fight. Maddox here swinging his tank around, puts a big shot into Sorta. That VKP there getting picked apart by Trap. And gets the kill as well. This game will go to Feast here. Mickey falling in the end. But this game will not change the outcome. Tempted here. Tempted to jump down, but ends up not doing so. And Mr. President there with a big HE from Lecario. 700 damage, and one shot really hurts. And Chiori now all on his own is gonna die as the last man standing with 69 hit points left. And GG to Feast, winning their first game. Thanks Mark for the compliment. I'm trying my best. Very strong performance here from Feast, catching out that T-44 very early. Very beneficial here. And Tempted there. Pretty much starting their oh, I've lost the thought of what I wanted to say. Tempted there, pretty much setting everything in motion with his RU. And then Feast just steamrolling over everything else that Hasta La Vista brought against them. And are going to be picking up their first victory here. And we see a small lineup change. We now have a double Progetto from King Gnu and Lee. No Chimera, no T-44. And Feast here, I don't think have changed anything. Rocking the same lineup as before. And it's just 30 seconds left. That set us apart from game number 2. And a potential last game of tonight. Or not tonight, but for Asia tonight. Yeah. And some very diverse lineups here. A lot of different tanks. Also happy to see some tech trees in there with that Canara and that VKP. And of course Tempted playing his RU. Maximum efficiency here. And let's see if this is going to be the end of this stream, or if we will follow another game here. Tempted once again making his way to the city. And Lean doing the exact same, but a Progetto this time has the upper hand with his auto reloader there and attempted missing the opening shot. Takes one from Lean. And Ivy here already spotted. Trap going into the middle as well here. Very strong position, but a T-34 will easily overmatch your turret, so you need to be very cautious about that. Sleeping Lion here once again straight into B. Takes a shot though from the Tiger too. And has to be very cautious here. There's still Lean in the back. King Gnu here. Relocating, grouping up with him. And will most likely try to pick up that Chrysler here. But they of course still have Tempted in the background, who has spotted this. Lean has been seen here. And so is King Gnu and Sleeping Lion here, retreating straight away. Maddox here taking a shot from the T-34. Into the cupola, what I assume. Nope, straight into the gun cheeks. And Tempted here taking another one. Hit points are still similar though. And Trap here now, shooting down onto the President. And very passive play so far from Hasta La Vista. They are rotating their tanks around. They want to make a push for the city here. But it's not gonna go unnoticed. Giori here, also in the middle. And Sleeping Lion with a very strong position in his Chrysler. Has Maddox now to back him up as well. And Ryota here gets away unspotted. Don't know he is there, but he will be spotted very shortly. And Sleeping Lion here takes a beating from those Progettos. Already down to a 2-shot, a 1-shot for those heavy tanks. And Maddox here getting pushed. But is pushing himself onto Mr. President here. And Boone taking a lot of damage. He used his reactive armor a bit too late. Hit points here for Hasta La Vista. And Feast making a run for it onto Mr. President, onto Blitz Slave here. Tempted very low on hit points. Sleeping Lion now already out of the fight. And Feast equaling out the guns. But Tempted here will fall to that Progetto. King Gnu here going to pick him up. And Blitz Slave now out of the game. Mickey picking him up. And Trap here very low. Shiori looking to pick him up. If he doesn't low roll, he has him. He gets him. Maddox here gets picked up by Sorter. And this game is going very much into a Stella Vista's favor here. And Feast not looking all too good. They are very down on hit points. And they do not have the tanks or the DPM to fight themselves out of this. Ivy picks up King Gnu, but they still have 4 tanks left. Sword still on full hit points. And there's just not much they can do now at this point. They still have Lean left, a lot of DPM of those Progettos. And it's gonna pick up the cardio. Ivy here killed by Soda, and now it's just Mickey left. And Mickey here gets shut down. Hello, Dakshina. And Lean here with a very good performance, 3000 damage. Ivy here, interesting buddy, 7 shots, only able to do 200 with 2 kills. And we go to a tiebreaker here. These have to get themselves together. And Maddox back in his Chimera. See Sleeping Lion in his Chrysler. Typical tanks from certain players here that we have seen them play before. And Vineyard's definitely a map that is not new to us. We have seen Feast play on this. Tempted now back in his RU. We have Trap in the fake tank. And Feast here is gonna go with a triple 252U action. And Hasta la Vista still looking for a lineup that will work. And Licario here switching through his light tanks. It's gonna take a 252U and we might see Trap here in fact. Go with the light tank support. But we don't. It stays with this lineup. And Hasta la Vista have finished off theirs as well. IS-5, 252U, Chimera, T-34, IS-3 Defender, Tiger 2, and Lean back in his Progetto 64. And we see Yoga here. There we go, they did want to have a second light tank. As one of them spots, one of them caps. We see North spawn here for Feast. Tiebreaker on the tournament for, or the match for 3rd place. And Hasta la Vista here. Looking to pick up their 2nd victory in a row. After just cleaning up Feast. On Dynasty's path. Did we see Yogain attempted here back in the light tanks. Yogain going to cap. Tempted going to be spotting. Let's have a look at his spotting run. And cap pressure here from Feast early on. Tempted not able to spot anything. He doesn't know why, but we for sure know very strong presence here from Hasta la Vista. Pushing down the riverbed with all of their heavy tanks. Yogain here has to get away from A. Mr. President taking a shot, sleeping Lion here. The first one from Feast to take a shot, and Maddox there. All on his own, he needs to get away. Tempted here, takes another shot as well. And Mr. President here gets caught out in position. Down to a 1-shot. And C is getting capped here already. Shiori takes a shot from Mickey. But he is caught out of position. And Maddox there with a great fire support picks up Mr. President. And hit point are still similar. Feast here have dropped quite a bit. Sleeping Lion here very low. Already down to half hit points, and also Licario is bleeding. This is not looking good for Feast. They are gonna be losing A. But Tempted here, able to reset. Blitzsave takes another one. Maddox here, the one providing some support as well. And Ivy here, taking a max roll from the IS-3 Defender. Now the 2 light tanks here from Feast taking more damage. Shiori here trading with Ivy. And A not getting capped just yet. Points are still good for Feast, but the hit points are certainly not. It's very close so far. Maddox here still looking to reset Blitzslave. Takes a blind shot, but he misses. And A will go to Hasta la Vista here. And now Feast has to be the aggressor. The Tiger 2 here still full hit points. Soda now taking a lot. Blitzslave taking another shot as well. And Ryota here just pushing straight through Sleeping Lion, getting picked up by King Gnu. And Feast here counter pushing now onto Soda and Blitzslave. Maddox coming in with his full hit points. Blitzslave here will get picked up by Tempted. And just like that, Hasta la Vista dropping 2 more tanks. Eevee here very low. Gets traded for Shiori though. And Licario here misses a shot onto King Gnu. A taken back by Feast, and this is all over the place. Hit points in favor of Feast. They are 4 on 2. Licario here very low, gets another shot into Lean. Lean out, and this game is going to be Feast. What a close matchup here. Maddox unable to penetrate his shot, but it does not matter. Feast here with a very strong performance. Shutting down Hasta La Vista in the end. And winning the game for themselves. Securing that third place and getting an even greater lead over Team ID, who have lost already in the quarterfinals. Or before that. In the game out of 16. And Feast here shutting down Hasta La Vista. Getting Mr. President out early was really good. Maddox there with that good cross shot. But I don't know, they played so many hit points, so many unnecessary peaks. This game could have gone either way. But congratulations to Feast. And let's see the results for the finals here. 10180 versus Great Viet, still playing as well, also going to a tiebreaker. Very interesting, or it might have been already over, we don't know yet. Only updates every 5 minutes. Or have they even played yet? Yeah, they're still playing, alright. But what a performance here from Feast. After losing out against A1AD. Are able to shut down Hasta La Vista in a very close matchup. I really did like that. That was some intense gameplay here, right there. Which I did enjoy a lot. And I am once again happy to have commentated on these very close games. Definitely some of the closest we've seen so far in Asia. But I of course do not complain. And yeah, once again, feedback for my commentary is appreciated. Just in general, except for my quality of gameplay or graphics, but just how I was able to talk you through these games. And yeah, just in general, hope that was some good enough commentary for Asia here. I really want to know who's gonna be the winner here. Sorry. Oh, it's loading. It's loading. Nope, it's still happening. Guess let's just wait a couple minutes. And what a performance. Really enjoyable games. I did like that. I did like that a lot. And I hope you did so too. Ah, exciting games. Nope. Let's see. And we finally figure out the winner. I think some slow matches. Or did they start late? Eight? And Feast. Yeah, they started earlier. That's surprising. They started 10 minutes earlier. Wow. So Feast now, after beating X8, which only were 6 players to 0, beat the Uncles, who were quite aggressive with their plays and got shut down early. True Storm here, who were trying to play over cap pressure, but losing out after getting cornered, pincered, and then just focus fired down by Feast. Themselves get shot down after two just strategically better games from their opponent, and then picking up that very great third place. An enjoyable time it was. Sorry, I'm just waiting for the results for this last final game here. Then end of the stream for tonight. But we're just not gonna be getting it. Taking their sweet time, of course. Both of them want to win. And that's gonna give them quite the boost when it comes to the leaderboard. A1AD here definitely gonna take themselves that third spot on the leaderboard. Feast is gonna overtake ID. Hasta la vista here. Not gonna get past Great Viet, as they are also in the final right now. So this is... oh yeah, this is a battle for 4th place. And also 3rd. This is a battle for 3rd place. King is gonna move down to 5th. I don't think Hasta la Vista is getting enough points to surpass them. That's 1,700 difference. But Great Viet and 1A1AD are 12 points apart. So whoever wins is gonna take 3rd and the other one 4th. King will take 5th. Hasta la Vista will stay in 6th. True Storm here will stay 7th, and Act and XR are not changing either, I think. So a lot of changes in today for the leaderboard. Sorry, I'm a bit impatient. Could have probably shown another replay during this, but I am too impatient. I mean, the winner gets 2,000 cups, really? Holy cow! 2,000 for first. How many does third get? 1,300. Let's check. So Feast will be on 6,700. Ooh. So either 101AD or Great Viet are gonna go up straight to 6,400. And Team ID here, how many points do they get again? They get 400. Whoever wins is gonna take 2nd place. Holy crap, I didn't even realize. So we're gonna have Feast at 1st. Whoever wins that final will go 2nd. ID will be 3rd. How much does the 2nd place get? They get 1,700. It might still be enough to surpass. Okay, the tournament ended. And the final results are A1 101 AD winning over Great Viet. And we'll take 2nd place on the placement here. I'm pretty sure at least. So Feast will be 1st. Let me just show my screen. So Feast will be 1st with 6,000 something. Team ID will have 6,100, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they get 6,300 or something. 700. So 101 AD will be at 6,400. They will be above Team ID. Great Viet, he might just beat out Team ID. I'm not too sure. I would have to make the exact calculations here. They might be either 4th or 5th now. Kings is gonna drop down to 6th. Wait, no. Kings is gonna go 5th. Team ID might be either 3rd or 4th. That's quite a change in the tournament. Wow. Bell choice. I've made a video on what shells to take. What situation. But yeah, I think that pretty much wraps it up now. We got our final results for this tournament. I'll be back later with EU, where we will again follow R2K. And yeah, hope you enjoyed this tournament. Thank you all so much for watching, and see you all again next time. Bye bye.